Welcome back to Magic Tarot Cards. It's Jasmine. Today I have a 10 card spread. This is going to be the final thoughts of Aaron Carter. He was the famous singer that passed away a few days ago. I didn't really follow him. I knew of him, but I never really followed him or his music because I just wasn't into that. But I did know who he was. Someone, I didn't even know he had passed. Someone texted me and said, hey, did you know he passed? Will you do a reading on him? So I decided that I was going to do that today. But first, I'd like to say, y'all, this is alleged. Remember, this is a tarot card reading. It's alleged. Everything is in the disclaimer box. Also, don't forget about my cup. I have it right here. If you'd like to order it, it does have an influence on it. All you have to do is believe. It will help you with good luck and money, love, and health. And what you do is write down on a piece of paper what you want to happen, always with good intentions. Pray in Jesus' name, always. Drink from the cup and then place the piece of paper underneath the cup like this and do it several times until you manifest. All you're doing is manifesting, okay? You're not doing anything bad. You're just manifesting, and you're manifesting by speaking things into existence, all right? The link to buying the cup is down below, so follow that. Also, don't forget to follow me on Magic Tarot Cards. On TikTok at Magic Tarot Cards. If you want to watch me do funny skits, I'm on Facebook at Magic Tarot Cards 2020. I'll also put the link down below for my brother's page. He's an artist. I'd like for you to subscribe. Watch his little videos, and I'd really appreciate that. And then the link to, I appeared in a music video dancing in the background with a famous artist. The link will be down below so you can watch that video. I really would like your support on everything. All right, if you want a personal reading, contact me with the information down below, and I'll get back at you. Now, forgive my nails because they are a mess. Then I cut my fingers, so I have a nasty Band-Aid on here. I just changed it today, but this cut keeps bleeding and bleeding, so I'm probably going to have to go to the doctor and get stitches on it because it won't stop bleeding. Okay, so these nails look bad, and these are done. Let me show you my left hand. Okay, because I did these last night myself, but I haven't finished, so I will work on these tonight. All right, so we're going to ignore the bad ones. So I did ask Aaron Carter's final thoughts and feelings. Where is he? Did he cross over to the other side? Was there foul play? Did someone do this to him? Did he do it to himself? Was it an accidental overdose? Things like that is what I asked. So, also anything else that's related to his life. All right, so let's get started with the first card. So for the first card, we have the Tower. Everyone knows that the Tower is an unexpected event. This was something that he wasn't expecting, that we weren't expecting. So you see the lightning bolt hitting the Tower, and the people are falling to where? They're falling to their death, right? All right, a lot of depression, darkness here because of what happened. So this truly was an unexpected event for him. All right. I am seeing the world in the reverse, meaning that his world wasn't great. His world hasn't been great in a very long time. Very long time is what I'm hearing. Even as a child, he wasn't a happy child. There was a lot of people that would neglect him, abuse him, treat him bad. He never had a happy childhood. Okay, and that came up over here in this card, and I'll discuss that more. Yes, he never had a happy childhood, and his world just was upside down all the time. He didn't have a whole lot of luck that was good, as far as his personal life. Now, maybe on TV he appeared happy and all this stuff, but in reality, his life was not great. His world was upside down. I am seeing also financial troubles. He at one point in his life made a lot of money, but now he was struggling financially, although maybe we didn't see that on TV or he didn't talk about it. He wasn't as rich as most people thought. He was balancing. That's what I'm hearing. He was balancing his finances like this man here on one foot, but there's many turbulent things that would bother him. See, the water in the bag is turbulent. It's not smooth, and he was always in deep thought about something. He was the type of person that turned to drugs because that's the only way he could cope with it. He had so many things happen to him in his lifetime. Terrible things happened to him. The way people would treat him, the way his family would treat him, things that they would do to him, and the only way he could cope was related to drugs and alcohol. All right, and now I'm being shown something about love or lovers. These two cards came out together. This is the Lover's card. When it's in the reverse, that means that there's no love between those two people. And then the one next to it is let me see what this is, the Eight of Wands. All right, so the Eight of Wands represents that in the upright is fast moving love, fast moving situation. But it's in the reverse for him, so that means his love life was in stagnation. Both of these cards are in reverse, so it was in stagnation. There wasn't nothing there. He couldn't concentrate on love or loving someone else because he had no love for himself. I'm not saying he didn't love himself. I'm just saying that he had a real rough life, real hard time, so he couldn't find the joy in life. He couldn't find that joy within himself. He desperately seeked it. He desperately looked for it. This is what I'm being shown. He desperately wanted normalcy, something normal, but it wasn't there. He just could never find it. And that reason is why his relationships didn't work, or his relationship didn't work, because he wasn't even at peace with himself on the inside. And he desperately wanted that. He needed that in his lifetime, but it didn't come from anywhere. It didn't come from anywhere, not from his family. Maybe the fans, yes, were like, hey, we love you and all this and that, but it didn't come from the most important people that it needed to come from, and that was his family. All right, now we're seeing the Six of Cups in the reverse. Again, this has to do with your childhood. See, and it's in the reverse, so it's in stagnation as well. He often thought about his past, his childhood, and it wasn't good. It wasn't a good one. He had one of his brothers. It seemed like one of his brothers harassed him a bit, bullied him, maybe playfully, but he took it in a way that was not good. He saw it as bullying and harassment. I'm seeing sexual abuse as well from other people. All right, so his childhood was not good, was not happy, and I'm hearing he's referring to this, that this needs to be acknowledged somewhere. It needs to be out, and it needs to be known that a lot of things that were kept secret need to come to the front. All right, that's what I'm hearing. Secrets need to come to the front about his childhood, and I'm hearing that because of his childhood is what led him to where he's at now. Led him to the drugs he did, the addictions that he had, because it was stemmed from way back in the day, way back then. So I feel like he's saying that he wants people to know this. He wants people to know that it wasn't just because he wanted to drink and smoke and all that. It was because the drugs and alcohol masked the situation. It dulled the pain from it. Okay. So he became addicted, yeah. And he had no balance. Here's a star, and the upright represents balance, finding balance. Okay, but in the reverse, there's no balance at all. None. Again, stagnation. There's a lot of stagnation here for him in his lifetime. I haven't even got to the end yet, and I'm seeing huge stagnations for him. He never could get to the point to where he had true happiness in his life, true freedom in his mind or his soul. It was constant turmoil on the inside due to the way he was treated. The way he was treated by family members and other people led to the way he was now. Okay, this is not something that he ever wanted in his life, but this is something that led to that because of certain types of way he was treated led to certain types of behavior for him. All right, so in a way I feel sorry for him, and in a way I don't blame him, but you got to be strong. You got to be strong when your life falls apart. You just can't turn to drugs and alcohol, but for him it was easy access, and he was introduced to it at a very young age. Now we have the Nine of Cups. And I did ask, was it drugs and alcohol that led to his demise? Did someone, plot, and was there foul play? Or did he commit suicide or something like that? And I got the yes to the first question, which was overdose. This was his body was already toxic from all the stuff he had done, and I feel like he took some stuff that was either too much or just didn't agree and with his body, and then it caused his heart to stop. All right, it caused heart failure, bad organ failure is what I'm hearing. Not just his heart, but other organs as well, which led to his demise. So the answer is yes, this had related to drugs. Not so much alcohol, but drugs that he was taking. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. So in the end, I have two death cards here, and actually this is a death card in the beginning. So I asked him, again, did he cross over? Did he make it to the other side? And this shows transformation. This shows his death. He's in stagnation right now. He has not crossed to the other side. His spirit is in shock. He's trying to figure out what happened. It happened suddenly, so he's not moving anywhere. He's not going forward. He's not going backwards. He's standing still. All right, this does show transformation, death. So I do feel like he will get there. He needs much, 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 much prayer, y'all. Much prayer. Here is the light way in the background. He's so far from it. He needs to get there because I feel like he's in the dark right now. And I feel like he needs to move forward with that. He needs help, though. He can't do it by himself. He needs people to pray for him. Light a white candle and pray for him that he moves towards the light. He figures things out in his mind. He needs to figure things out in his mind. He's trying so hard to figure things out. All right. And then the last but not least is the Ten of Swords, and it means the end of a karmic cycle. So the end of a karmic cycle came for him. I'm seeing a lot of depression towards the end. I don't feel like he had planned to hurt himself or anything like that, but his time was up. His time was up because of the way he was living. It was pretty much at a point to where, he was struggling every day to live, okay, in his mind, mentally. I'm not saying he had mental issues. I do see some mental issues, but only due to drugs. When you do a lot of drugs, you fry brain cells, and then you can become schizophrenic, bipolar, or things like that. Tendencies of that. So I am seeing a little bit of that due to the drugs that he took, but not enough to where he would kill himself or just act all crazy. But, excuse me. But I do see, I don't know why I'm overcome with sleep all of a sudden. I'm perfectly fine, and this huge, weird feeling of sleep overcome me. I'm picking up the energy of this card is what it is. Yeah, so I do see depression here. I do see he's in stagnation. He's standing still. No, I'm not going to say stagnation. I'm saying he's standing still because he's trying to figure things out. I feel like he's in the dark. I feel like he's not in the light. He can see the light far off in a distance, but he hasn't moved to it yet. He's trying to figure out what happened. He doesn't know what happened. He's in his mind thinking, okay, where am I? What happened? This was so sudden. And he's trying to figure things out. He needs much prayer. I'm seeing that he wants to come back to his body, but that's not ever going to be possible. That's just not possible. So he's just hanging around. Again, I see a lot of darkness. The way of his living is over. This is what this card means. Your karmic cycle has come to a close. The way you were living is no more. It's done. It's over. And he wants that back. I don't see him moving forward yet. See, the yellow is way in the back, and that needs to come forward. Now, if it was this way, that it would be more prominent and it would come forward. But right now, he's just like this here. He's standing still, trying to figure things out. Can't believe what happened. He wants to be with his son as well. I hear something about a son or a child that he wants to be with. Yeah, he's just in the dark, y'all. In the dark. Needs prayer. He needs a lot of prayer, y'all. A lot of prayer. More than possible, So, yeah, that's the end of it there. I'm going to stop here because this is a lot. There's more information I can give you. There might be part 2 to this. I don't know yet. According to... Oh, my goodness, y'all. Spirit gave me a message this morning. Spirit gave me a message this morning that I'm supposed to do in this video, and I just remembered. In the year 2023... there's going to be a lot of, how do I say this? You have to be careful when you're traveling because there's going to be a lot of fake fake plots. Like, okay, like what I mean is, like, let's say you're driving and then you see someone laying on the road, so you stop to help this person, but there's other people hiding in the background ready to kidnap you, jack you, take your car, stuff like that. So what I'm hearing from Spirit is, do not stop. If you're driving down the road and you see a fight anywhere, it could be downtown, out in the distance, driving down the freeway or whatever. If you see anyone in distress, do not stop to help, because there's going to be a lot of fake things like that, to where you're going to get yourself in trouble. You're going to stop, then all these people are going to come out from the background and they're going to hijack you, kidnap you for sex trafficking, or just rob you, take your car, murder you. I'm seeing all kinds of stuff like that. Do not stop to help anybody in the year 2023. And I know that sounds terrible, but you need to protect yourself, because there's going to be a lot of these incidents happening. And Spirit gave me this morning, and I've done so much today that I've almost forgot to put it in this video. This is a strong warning, people, a strong warning. It doesn't matter who it is. If they need help, just call 911 and say, look, I just saw a body laying on the road, or someone's car broke down, they need help. But do not stop to help them, because I guarantee you will get jacked. Okay, there's a lot of fake of this going on where it's not real. These are people that are planning these type of hijacks, kidnappings, especially women, especially you women. A lot of sex trafficking. And if you're in the 20s, be careful, because they take young girls and women in their 20s for sex trafficking. So don't get hijacked, y'all. Just keep moving. Keep moving. And it's not okay to stop, okay? And if you don't stop, don't feel bad, because at least you call 911 and say, hey, this person's laying on the street, or this person's broke down, they need help. Send them the location and keep moving. Don't stop, because they can easily trap you. I've seen people get trapped at a ATM. One car pulls in front of them and the other car pulls behind them, so you're stuck in your car and you can't move forward or backward, and then you get robbed. Okay, be aware of things like that when you're at an ATM. Especially don't go at night to ATMs. That happens a lot at night. Just things like that. Always be around, so aware of your surroundings, because in the year 2023 and moving forward, there's going to be a whole lot of this. It's going to be really bad, y'all. It's going to get very dangerous. So this is a warning from Spirit that I'm supposed to give to you today. Take heed. Take heed. Okay, we're nearing the Great Tribulation, and things are going to be, in a way that we never saw before, our earth, that we never saw on our earth before. If you don't have a personal relationship with the Lord, get one. And if you don't know how, email me and I'll tell you how. It's very easy to talk to God. All you have to do is talk to Him, just like you talk to me. All right, y'all? I'm not God. By no means am I God. But I can give you messages that I know that He would love for you to have. All right? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to send a donation, I'd highly appreciate it. I got robbed. Someone took my bag with my keys, my debit cards, and everything. My account is frozen. I'm not able to get into anything yet. So I've been struggling trying to get gas money, food money, and stuff like that. But other than that, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.